Very good. So you have to tell the estrogen exposure. The keyword is estrogen exposure. So what are the condition in which female gets estrogen exposure? Early menarche. So early menarche before age of 12 years. Okay. Then what you told? After 55. Then any other estrogenic exposure? Any other? OCP, HRT therapy. For how long? HRT. T for 10 years. कितना? More than 10 years. HRT. ठीक है? T for 10 years. ठीक है? Then nulliparity. Nulliparity means good or bad? Bad. More menstrual cycle. So at what age? Till what age? 35. 35. ठीक है? So pregnancy after 35. ठीक है? Then childbirth. When? First childbirth, early or late? When early? Early. At what age? Before 18. ठीक है? Before 20 भी दिया है यहाँ पे. ठीक है? कहीं 18 भी दिया है. ठीक है? You take as a belly 20 years. ठीक है? 20 years. And late 35. Just now I told you ना 35. Nulliparity means क्या? Child birth ना. तो late child birth is 35 और nulliparity is also 35. ठीक है? ठीक है. HRT कितना बोला? More than HRT. T for 10 years. ठीक है? ठीक है. Then smoking. ठीक. Then alcohol consumption. ठीक है? Then radiation exposure. Obesity. Obesity कितना? BMI more than 30. No. You have to tell in value also. Just obesity. Just telling obesity is not sufficient. You have to tell in BMI. Okay. So BMI more than 30. Okay? 30. Then if the patient is nulliparous, one woman is multiparous, which is good and which is bad. Multiparous is good. Good. Okay? Then breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is good or bad? Good. How it is going to be good in this? More estrogen, less, and also decrease the obesity. Okay. So how long? Breastfeeding for how long? 12 months. 12 months. Okay. Breastfeeding for 12 months. Okay. Okay. So all these factors comprises of this can be modified or cannot be modified. Modified. Okay. So only radiation exposure. In other books like substances, radiation exposure is non-modifiable because once you are exposed to radiation, you cannot modify it. Okay, but belly keep it into that modifiable this factor. Okay, so you should know the belly only. So radiation is modifiable factor for you guys. Then non-modifiable. What are the non-modifiable risk factor for breast? Sex, like female sex. Okay. Then age. So most important risk factor for CA breast is age. Increasing age is a most important risk factor. Okay. Increasing age is most important risk factor for CA breast. Okay. Then some ethnicity. Which ethnic group are more risk? Not Caucasian. Parsi in India, at least you know. Then American white, African American. Then Ashkenazi, Jews. Then family history. Family history में first degree relative. What are the first degree relative? And your daughter. Okay. Take. Then genetic. What are the genetic risk factor? 2. Which is more common? In male? PP10. Which is more common in male? BRCA2. Then early menarche, already told. At what age? Before 12 years. Late menopause, more than 55. Then some are the high risk breast lesion, like proliferative condition without atypia. Okay? Without atypia. Okay. Complex fibroadenoma. Okay. Then papillomatosis. High risk group. High risk group. Okay. Then proliferative disease with atypia. Okay. Atypical ductal and lobular hyperplasia and lobular carcinoma in situ. So overall, till all this risk factor, which is highest risk factor among all this, that is the most common. Okay, but highest risk factor is lobular carcinoma in situ. Okay, remember that. 8 to 10 times. Okay? So they ask which is highest, so lobular carcinoma in situ. Okay, okay. So there is one grading in pathology of breast cancer, modified Bloom-Richardson scoring system for tumor grade. Remember, it's for grade. Okay, for grade. Okay. So you have 3 parameters in this. Mnemonic is MTP. M for mitosis. Okay. T for tubule formation. And P for pleomorphism. What I told, you tell T, you tell M, mitosis. You tell T, you tell P, pleomorphism. Okay. So all these factors comprises of 1 to 3 numbering. Okay. So total how much score is there? Total highest is 9. 3 cross 3, 9. Lowest is 3. Okay. So on the basis of this, we have given the grading. Okay, grade. So you just remember 3, 6, 9. So 3 will be 1, 9 will be 3, and 6 will be 2. Okay. So 3 to 5 is 1. Okay. Then 6 and 7 is 2, 8 and 9 is 3. Understood? You understood? You tell. You will just remember like 3, 6, 9 first. First you remember 3, 6, 9. 3 is 1, 6 is 2, 9 is 3. Then now you do plus minus. So 1 is 3 to 5. Then because 2 is 6. So 3 to 5 is 1. Then 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Okay. Is 2. And then 8 and 9 is 3. Remember, they ask. Understood? You tell the full things. Modified Bloom-Richardson grading. So what are the parameters? M is? Yes. Total score? Yes. So this is for grading. Okay. The most basic question is some modified Bloom-Richardson scoring system for breast tumor grade. Okay. Okay. So what is the most common type of breast cancer? It's a ductal carcinoma in situ, non-special type. Okay. Okay. No specific type. Okay. Here it's no special type. Other books say no specific type. Same thing. Okay. So 80% breast cancer is no specific, non-specific. Okay. So there is one difficult classification. I will explain it easiest way. Okay. Molecular classification of breast cancer. Have you heard this term? Huh? You tell something. What you know about this? So when we see any breast lump case, we do triple assessment. Okay. So in triple assessment, what we do? History and clinical examination. Histology. In histology, what we do? True cut biopsy. Okay, true cut biopsy. So we take true cut biopsy better than, more than FNAC. Why? Because we can do in molecular testing true cut biopsy, not in FNAC. It's not possible in FNAC to do molecular classification. So we prefer true cut biopsy. Okay. Okay. So in molecular classification, we have total 5 types. Okay. I will tell them easiest way. So you have to remember 3 parameters. Okay. Hormone receptor. In hormone receptor, we do ERPR status. Okay. Then HER2/neu. Okay. And then third one is Ki67. Okay. So what I told, what 3 parameter? Ki67. So Ki67 is a marker for proliferation. How cells are dividing, how frequently it's dividing, rate of cell division. Okay. Okay. So if any malignant tumor will have more cell division or less cell division? More cell division. Okay, clear. Okay. So we have total 5 types: luminal A, luminal B. Okay, basal type. Basal type is also known as triple negative. Okay. Then HER2/neu enriched and Claudin low. Okay. So first remember luminal A and luminal B. The basic difference between luminal A and luminal B is related to Ki67. So luminal A will have low Ki67. Rest all classification will have high Ki67. Remember that. Okay. So luminal A, what they will have? Low Ki67. Then we have 2 more parameter, hormonal structure. It can be positive, negative. Okay. Means they are positive. It can be ERPR, both can be positive, negative, but it will be positive. But the main differentiating feature between luminal A and luminal B is Ki67. In luminal A it will be low, and in rest all type it will be high. Clear. So you don't have to remember Ki67 now. Okay. Okay. That role of Ki67 is finished here. Okay. Okay. Now come to the HER2/neu enriched type. Okay. So it's written enriched. Enriched means high. Okay. So HER2/neu will be high or positive. Okay. Positive. And hormone status will be negative. Okay. And Ki67 will be high. High. Okay. High. Clear. Okay. So now we have the basal type, also known as triple negative. So hormone receptor will be triple negative. So it will be negative. HER2/neu will be negative. Okay. Okay. Now come to the Claudin low. It's low. Low means negative. Okay. So hormone receptor will be negative. HER2/neu will be negative. Ki67 will be low. Low. It's low. Claudin low will be, everything will be low. Okay. Low. Triple negative. You tell. You tell. I told Ki67 will be high in all the group. I told. Okay. And then in Claudin, what I told? Low. Okay. So in luminal B, hormone receptor will be positive. Okay. And HER2 will be negative. HER2 only positive in which group? HER2/neu enriched type. Okay. Please comprise all this, someone. Now you comprise. You comprise. No. You can comprise all this type. Okay. You try. At least try. Very good. Okay. Good. What you told HER2/neu in HER2 enriched type? Or triple negative? You tell triple. Triple negative? All negative. Name itself triple negative. Okay. Okay. Which type? Luminal? You write down. You can write down. You write down. You can try. It will build up your confidence. Go and write. I will help. Go. you like. Achha, you have allergy. Okay. Right. Why you are bringing this? You keep it here. You keep it. Luminal A, luminal B, basal type, or that is also known as triple negative. Basal type and triple negative same. And HER2 new enriched type. Okay, and then Claudin low. Claudin low. Low, LOW, low. When it's one type, there will be everything low. Name has given low. So here you write three parameters: hormonal receptor, hormone receptor. Hormone receptor two types: ER and PR, estrogen receptor and progesterone receptor. Okay. Then HER2, write down second point. Keep some gap so it will be clear. Keep some gap. Write down bit below. In between these two parameters, keep some gap. It will be clear, more clear. Okay. Yeah. And the third one is Ki67. Write down. So, what is role of Ki67 in this group? To differentiate between. Then which one will be low? Yes, you write down. No, you write in front of this. No, so it will be easier. The last, yeah. Low and high. Okay, okay. Then HER2 new, where it will be positive. Yes, very good. Okay. Then hormone receptor PR positive. Positive in luminal A and luminal B. This hormone receptor positive in lumen. So it will be positive in A and B. Either ER or PR or both. Okay. But positive. Okay. Positive. Write down positive. Positive. Okay. Okay. So what you left? HER2 new enriched type. What is hormone receptor status? It will be negative. Write down negative. So in Claudin low, everything will be low. So write negative. Okay. Negative. Ki67 will be low. Okay. Okay. So what is triple negative? Everything will be negative. Okay. Negative. Negative. And Ki67 will be high. Okay. High. Okay. And except luminal A and Claudin low, everywhere Ki67 will be high. So write down high. In HER2 new also, HER2 new in this way. So clear? Okay, you try once at your room also, okay? Okay. Clear? क्या क्या HER2 new negative कहाँ कुछ बोला है देखो लिखा नहीं से negative only positive in HER2 new enriched. Okay, you mention this negative okay, mention, you forgot to mention negative and negative. Okay. So there are signs. Okay, so spread of tumor, there will be some sign like dimpling, puckering and tethering. Okay. So previously it was related, they said because of involvement of Cooper ligament. But recent Bailey says something else. If single Cooper ligament involved, it will create, remember, I will tell how to remember. So dimple name also na, some girl keep their name Dimple. So it will be one girl. Dimple is one girl. So dimpling will be ligament of one Cooper ligament. Okay. Okay. And puckering, if you hold Pakring means pakarna. So holding with fingers, multiple, okay? Okay. And same with teeth ring. They are like teeth, multiple teeth, okay? So dimple will be dimpling one ligament. Remember that. Okay. So there is a most common mode of spread of breast carcinoma through lymphatics. So there is one table which explain how, suppose there is a breast cancer in the right side, okay? So but there is a metastasis, you will get the axillary lymph node on the left. So how it will goes, okay? So there are different types of route, okay? So first route is hematogenous. So this will go to your blood, and through blood it will go to the opposite side, okay? So one is hematogenous. Second one is through subdermal lymphatics. Through this subdermal lymphatics, it will go to opposite side, okay? Write the key, not the whole sentence, okay? So hematogenous, then subdermal lymphatics, then through the, first it will go to your ipsilateral internal memory node, then it will go to the interconnecting lymphatics, again will be memory lymph node, okay? So through the same pathway, okay? Then it can appear opposite side through embryonic cell rest. Suppose there is a embryonic tissue on the opposite side, okay? So embryonic cell rest, okay? And there can be primary tumor of the opposite side. So in all these conditions, you will get the opposite side of lymph node, okay? So they ask, what are the method? Famous Viva question. So what is the most common, if suppose this is spread, okay, through the skeletal system, what is the order of the metastasis? So mnemonic is LFT. What is mnemonic? LFT. L for lumbar vertebra, F for femur, femur ka neck, okay, and T for thoracic vertebra. They ask the order, okay. So what I told? Just first you have femur, then you add neck of femur, okay. L for lumbar vertebra, then F for femur, then thoracic vertebra, okay. Remember order. So most of the this lump resides where? In which quadrant? Upper outer. Why? Better way say, most of the breast tissue lies in upper outer quadrant, but the more refined one is 50% of TDLU. Okay, TDLU lies in upper outer quadrant. Okay. Okay. What is TDLU? Total ductal lobular unit. Same. Am I right? Let me check. So, in simple way, what I can say, what is the main function of breast? Production of milk. Okay. So there are different rooms for milk production. Okay. From rooms, there are the pipeline system going to the nipple. Okay. So this one room is called lobule. Okay, where milk is produced. So that is the functional unit. Okay. So TDLU, terminal ductal lobular unit. So there is one word called PUD orange. Not orange, it's orange. Okay. Okay. So what is this? Why? Why? Because of blockage of superficial lymphatics. Okay. They ask 1000 times this question. Okay. What is cancer in cuirass? Cancer in cuirass. Never heard. Have you seen Mahabharata and Ramayana? Okay. During the fight, what they wear? Here this shield. Okay. So it are this one shield type of thing. Okay. This will prevent from the arrow and all. Okay. So the cancer is cuirass is same. Okay. So extensive tumor infiltration of the skin of the breast and the chest. Okay. Mainly in post mastectomy recurrence. Okay. Even it can involve the upper limb and abdomen. So suppose one patient has operated for breast cancer and present with the recurrence, okay, in the breast and the chest. So this condition is called cancer in cuirass. They ask this question, okay. What? Okay, I will tell the spelling. It's not in Latin word, I guess. Cancer is cancer, okay. Then in for E and in. CUIRASSE. Huh? Cuirasse you can say, but I think it's cuirass. Now you have to do the workup, okay. So workup you have to do triple assessment, okay. So you can go for also CT of the chest, abdomen, pelvis, okay. Bone scan. So what is then after doing workup, you have to divide your tumor into 3 classes, okay. So early breast cancer, okay. Then look, huh? Hmm. Early means what? It's T1, T2. I will tell what TNM is telling. Okay, T1, T2, and 1. Till that, you can call early breast cancer. Okay. Then advanced breast cancer, T3, T4, or N2 and T3. Okay. You can say locally advanced. Okay, locally advanced. Locally advanced is T means what? T3 or T4. N kitna? 2 and 3. And what is the role of PET scan? For metastatic workup for spread of tumor, okay, spread, distant spread, okay. So what is the treatment of choice for breast cancer? In one line, what you have to say? Just you have to say in one word, okay. Treatment of choice for breast cancer. It's multimodal, multimodality, okay, multimodal, okay, not surgery, not chemo, not radio. What is multimodality, okay? Suppose I will change the question. What is the treatment of choice for early breast cancer? Surgery, surgery. What is the treatment of choice for advanced metastatic breast cancer? Palliative. Palliative. You have to catch the word. Okay? Yes. So, you know that for tumor staging, there is one body called AJCC. Okay? One body is there which regulates the staging of cancer. It's called AJCC. Huh? Palliative. Okay. Like if you cannot operate the cancer, but you cannot send it home now. You go home because we cannot operate. You have to give the symptomatic treatment. You have to give motivation. You can ask for yoga. Okay. You have to involve some process. No. Okay. You can manage the pain. Huh? Yes. Yes. We can do symptomatic management for one line. Okay. Like pain. Yeah. Better you can say. We can improve the quality of life. We cannot save the patient, but we can improve the quality of life. Okay? Okay. So during 8th edition of AJCC, there are few major changes, okay, regarding breast cancer. So better you should know. Okay. So previously lobular carcinoma in situ was called a cancer, but now this is not a cancer. Okay. So this is high risk benign lesion. Very gross line changes. So someone asks me what is LCIS. So it's cancer or it's benign lesion. So high risk benign lesion. Don't say just benign lesion. High risk benign lesion. Okay. Not cancer. Okay. It's not a cancer. That's what now it's irony. Okay? Previously it was used to call. Okay. So now what is this? LCIS? benign lesion, not malignant. Okay? If suppose there are multiple, one lady presented with 2-3 breast lump, okay, so you have to add the M. What is M? They ask the full form of M. Huh? You will think it's multiple, but it's not multiple, it's a modifier. Remember, they will ask. So patient presenting with multiple cancer and you have added this, the word is M. M for not multiple, it's modifier. So if the patient presented first time to you and you have examined clinically and you have diagnosed this case, so in that case you can write the C. C for clinical. Okay. But some patient has come after taking the neoadjuvant chemotherapy and again you have examined, so you have to add which word? Y. Famous question. Okay. So why you have added? Why? Post neoadjuvant chemotherapy patient. Okay. What is adjuvant? What is neoadjuvant? Same or different? Not new, neo, N-E-O. But the spelling is different. Adjuvant, okay. So you are taking someone help, so it's adjuvant, okay. Neoadjuvant with that help part is coming before the main guy, okay. So which is main guy in breast cancer? Yeah, the first person is surgeon. I will tell what, you tell meaning. Neoadjuvant means before surgery, adjuvant means after surgery. Okay. Why this neoadjuvant? You tell, you were telling something. You reduce the staging, okay, so we can operate. So they have given what are the indication of neoadjuvant chemotherapy? Very famous question, okay? Huh? No, you have to tell as a book wise, okay? So first, if the patient has, in which case sure set you have to give the neoadjuvant. As you said, you have to downgrade the staging. So locally advanced, in sure shot which case we operate? Early breast cancer. So we want locally advanced has to come down as a early breast cancer. So in all cases of locally advanced cancer, we have to give neoadjuvant chemotherapy. Okay. Okay. So what are the locally advanced? I said na T what? T3, T4 and 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Then selected cases of early breast cancer. What selected case? Like, see, if you are doing breast conservative surgery, okay. So what is breast conservative surgery? What is breast conservative surgery? Very good. Okay, so breast cancer surgery comprises of breast surgery, that is mastectomy, and then removal of lymph node. When you do not operate on lymph node, just operate the breast part, like you do mastectomy and all, it's called breast conservative surgery. Why? Then what about lymph node? So we deal with radiotherapy. Okay. So for lymph node we give radiotherapy. For breast lump we operate the case. Okay. So this case is called breast conservative therapy. Okay. So in breast conservative therapy, okay. So we only operate on which case? Breast lump. Okay. And for lymphatics, okay. I just want to modify my word. Okay. For lymphatics, if there is a very less lymphatics, okay, very less, so we can observe. So in that case, first we do central lymph node biopsy, okay. If there is no axillary lymph node, we can just operate on the breast part, okay, breast lump part, okay. Okay. So suppose is this patient having axillary lymph node. Okay, so what we have to give for lymph node, axillary lymph node, it has to be dealt with radiation. Okay, so which patient you cannot use radiation at any cost? Which lady? If lady is pregnant, so absolute contraindication of breast conservative surgery is pregnancy. Remember, 1000 times asked. What is absolute contraindication of breast conservative surgery? Pregnancy. So, if suppose, okay, suppose this HER2 positive tumor is there, so we can use hormone therapy and we can downgrade the tumor. Okay, so in that case we can also neoadjuvant. Okay, okay. So then triple negative breast cancer. Okay, triple negative breast cancer we can give. Okay, then premenopausal woman age less than 50 years. Okay, and then patient with axillary lymph node. Okay, so that with the axillary lymph node we can deal with the axilla. Okay, and that breast tumor we can operate. Any doubt? What I told? 50. Axillary lymph node metastasis. Any doubt why we are given this selected group? So what I told, you tell at least few parameters. In which case of the breast cancer you will use neoadjuvant chemotherapy indication without seeing your notes. You must tell at least this line, locally advanced breast cancer. Anything you can miss, but you cannot miss this line. Which cancer? Very good. Then selected cases of which selected case? If the patient is before age of 50, then HER2 positive. Okay. If you have done breast conservative surgery, okay, okay, triple negative, okay, and basal type. Very good. Locally, one is early, second one is locally advanced, third one is metastatic. And palliation, in which case you will do palliation? Metastatic. Okay, okay. Now I want to tell a bit about your TNM staging. Okay, okay. Just important point. Okay, so that you can remember. So what is T1? Less than 2 centimeter. Okay, 2 centimeter. What is T2? 2 to 5. Less than 5. Remember, less than one word. Okay, so that you should not confuse. T1 is less than 2. T2 is less than 5. T3 is more than 5. Okay, more than 5. Okay. Now we have T4. Okay, so T4 we have T4A, T4B, T4C, T4D. Okay, so at least T1, T2, T3 clear. T1 is, T2 is, T3 is more than 5. Very easy. Okay, okay. Now come to T4. Okay, so T4 we have T4A, B, C and D. Okay, very easy. So suppose there is a breast tumor. Okay, so it lies deep-seated tumor. So from this point, where it is more comfortable to go, inner or outer? Inner side. Okay, so first it involves where? Chest wall. Okay, extension into chest wall. Remember like that. First it will go inside. Okay, okay. So chest wall. But in chest wall, which is not included pectoralis major muscle. Okay, remember this is very famous question. Okay, not including which muscle? Major muscle. Okay. In T4B, okay, skin involvement, okay, so skin involvement. So you remember B for Bahar also, okay, skin is outside, okay, so B for Bahar, okay. So in T4B, what are the important lines? Ulceration, skin present as ulceration, satellite nodule or edema of the skin. Okay, edema of the skin. Remember these three words. What I told? And satellite nodule. Okay. T4C is very easy. It includes T4A and B. If T4A and B is there, what is T4C? And T4D is inflammatory breast carcinoma. Okay. A and B comprises of C. Okay. When chest wall also involved and skin also involved. So it's T4C. Okay. And T4D is inflammatory breast carcinoma. Okay. Now there is a N. Okay. N1, N2, N3. Okay. So N. N means 1 to 3. So remember, less than 3 axillary lymph node is 1. Okay. Then less than 9 is 2 and more than 10 is 3. Okay. So there is one famous question. After MRM, minimum lymph node should be removed is the specimen contain how many lymph nodes? MRM is removing N1, N2, N3. Okay. So minimum it should contain how many lymph nodes? 10. Very famous question. How many? 10 lymph nodes. Okay. 10 lymph nodes. So N1 is less than 3, N2 is 9 and N3 is more than 10. Very easy though. Sometimes they will give like mobile lymph node. So mobile is N1. Okay. Fixed or matted is N2. If there is a supraclavicular node, it is N3. If internal and axillary both involved, it's also N3. Okay. Okay. And M1, it's very easy. Metastasis is M1. Okay. Okay. Bit more deeper knowledge is not required for you people. Okay. You at least you remember this line. Okay. If suppose there is given NX. Okay. What do you mean by NX? Means it has not been assessed. Lymph node has not been assessed. Okay. TX means tumor has not been assessed. Okay. Or cannot be assessed. Suppose one patient has operated in remote area, now presenting with dull lump. So you cannot assess the tumor. Okay. Already operated, no. So you cannot assess. Huh? Matted means both together. Okay. TB lymph node you have not seen means. So there are some prefix. I told you when you examine clinically it is called CTNM. Okay. When you examine the pathological specimen it's called PTNM. Okay. When you examine after neoadjuvant it's called YTNM. Okay. When you examine after recurrence it's called RTNM. R for recurrence. Okay. Understood? Okay. So I told the TNM also. This is also very famous question. RECIST criteria. Very famous question. RECIST criteria. So what is full form of RECIST criteria? Response evaluation criteria in solid tumor. Response evaluation criteria in solid tumor. Okay. Suppose you have given the chemotherapy of one breast lump. Okay. Then after you have to examine there is a response or not. Okay. So there is one criteria based on this. Okay. So this has been divided into 4 grades. Okay. Complete response, partial response, stable disease, progressive disease. Okay. Okay. So complete response means tumor is not detectable. Okay. Complete response. Easy. Okay. Now you have to remember just 2 words, 30% or 20%. Okay. So if the response is more than, reduction in tumor size more than 30%, it's partial response. Okay. And if there is a less than 30% reduction is stable disease, or less than 20%, more than 20% increase in size, it's called progressive disease. Okay. You tell, I will guide you. We first you tell the full form RECIST criteria. So first you have given the chemotherapy. After 3 weeks you have to examine the case. Okay. Okay. So on the basis of this examination, you have to fit your patient into this criteria. So what is complete response, partial response, stable? So what is complete response? If the tumor is not detectable, it's complete response. Then what is partial response? Decrease in more than 30% decrease in original size. Suppose there was a 10 centimeter, now it's coming as a less than 7 centimeter. So it's you will call as a partial response. Okay. If there is a initially it was 10 centimeter, now it is 8 centimeter. You will say stable disease. If there was initially 10 centimeter, now it is 12 centimeter. Progressive disease. They ask this very famous question. Okay. Understood? Okay, okay. So, as I told now, we have to divide this cancer into 3 classes. Early breast cancer. So, early breast cancer include stage 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2. Okay. So, in early breast cancer, what I told, what is treatment of choice? Surgery. Okay. So, there are a whole lot of type of surgery, like we can do mastectomy. Okay. We can do nipple, skin and nipple sparing mastectomy. Okay. Then we can do breast conservative surgery also. Okay. What I told breast conservative surgery, what is this? Treat a tumor along with 1 centimeter of margin we have to remove. Okay. 1 centimeter margin of normal tissue. Okay. So what is breast conservative therapy? Breast conservative surgery, you know. Therapy means you have to add the radiotherapy in breast conservative surgery. So it's breast conservative therapy. Okay. Okay, okay. Breast conservative surgery. Another one is breast conservative therapy. In therapy, you have to add RT, radiotherapy. There is one wide local excision. Okay. So in wide local excision, you can remove up to 20% of the breast volume. How much? 20%. So if there you have to suppose you have to remove more than 20%. So you have to do through oncoplastic procedure. Oncoplastic. What is oncoplastic? At the same time you are reducing the breast size with the excision, and you have to manage with the reduction, displacement and all. Okay. Same time. Okay. We displace some breast tissue. Okay. That is the separate topic. Oncoplastic breast surgery, okay, done by the plastic surgeon. So oncosurgeon remove the breast tissue. Now the plastic surgeon will come and he will do oncoplastic. What he will do? Oncoplastic. For you it's difficult, but at least you should expose to this all word. Okay, oncoplastic surgery. Okay. So in oncoplastic surgery we can do 2 important things: volume displacement and volume replacement. Displacement is what? Suppose at one corner there are so many tissue, at one corner there is a deficient, so we will displace. Okay. And in volume replacement we have to replace some tissue with that gap. Okay. So 2 words. What are the 2 words? Displacement and replacement. Okay. So at least you should have brief idea about the sentinel lymph node biopsy. Okay. So what is sentinel lymph node biopsy? Involving any cancer. Okay. Okay. So advantage, like previously we regularly do the axillary dissection. Any breast cancer we have to do. But now recent study the axillary lymph node involvement is bit late. Okay, so if you have diagnosed the breast cancer in early stage, or you can do central lymph node biopsy. So we will put some dye in peritumoral area or periareolar area. Okay, and then there will be discoloration of that lymph node. Okay, if this lymph node is this color, we'll take out the lymph node and send for histopathological examination. If turn out to be positive, then we'll do axillary dissection. If negative, we will leave the axilla. Okay, understood? I was a bit faster. Okay. Suppose you are dealing with one breast cancer. Okay, it has come in early stage. Okay, so there is a possibility of axillary lymph node involvement. Okay, so how we can rule out this possibility? Okay, we cannot deal with the possibility, no. So we have to do some test. So whether this axillary lymph node involved or not. So for that we have to do central lymph node biopsy. Okay, so we'll put some dye around the tumor. Okay, along the tumor site. Okay, and through the tumor lymphatics, it will go to the axilla. So if the lymph node is involved in axilla, so it will discolor. No, that dye go to the axillary lymph node. So we'll take out that lymph node and send for the histopathological examination. If it turn out to be positive, then we'll do the axillary dissection. If it negative, we won't do it. Okay, clear? Okay. So there are different type of dye. They ask the question also. Okay, like methylene blue, technetium 99. Okay, technetium 99, albumin, sulfur colloid, antimony. They ask the dye. What are the dye used in central lymph node biopsy? Now I will tell the last, okay, few last point. Like modified radical mastectomy, I have already told. Okay, you have remember what I told? Types of MRM. No. What are the three types of MRM? You tell. Three types of MRM. Name. The first one is Petys or Maddon. In Petys and Maddon, you have to remove the pectoralis minor. Okay, just remember in Petys and Maddon, okay, you are going to remove which muscle? P minor. Okay, pectoralis minor. Okay. So next surgeon has come, Auchincloss. Auchincloss has retracted the pectoralis minor. Okay, and then Scalon. Remember scalpel. It divided the minor. Okay. Okay. क्या? Auchincloss, AUCHIN, Closs, CLOSS, Closs. तुमको तो भी स्टोरी बताना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. पॉइंट नहीं समझ में आया ना तुमको? रुको. जो ब्रेस्ट कैंसर है उसका एक्सिलरी कितना लिम्फ नोड है? 3 ग्रुप्स, 1, 2 एंड 3. ओके, स्टॉप. शुरू में स्टार्टिंग में हॉलस्टेड ने किया था क्या? रेडिकल मस्टेक्टोमी. क्या किया? रेडिकल. वो क्या करता था? पूरा ब्रेस्ट टिश्यू अलोंग विद निप्पल, एरियोला, स्किन, एवरीथिंग. फिर लिम्फ नोड में 1, 2 एंड 3 प्लस पेक्टोरल्स मेजर एंड माइनर. ओके, ये मेजर माइनर इसलिए हटाना है क्योंकि जो ग्रुप 3 ऑफ लिम्फ नोड है वो बिहाइंड रहता है मेजर एंड माइनर के. ठीक है, ठीक. उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि उससे मॉर्बिडिटी बहुत बढ़ गया. पेशेंट का जो है ना लिम्फ का मॉर्बिडिटी बहुत बढ़ जाता था. कितना पेशेंट का डेथ हो जाता था. तो अभी सर्जरी कर दिया, पेशेंट का डेथ हो गया, कोई यूज हुआ नहीं हुआ. तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि मॉडिफिकेशन हुआ. मॉडिफाइड को क्या बोला? मॉडिफाइड MRM. ओके, उसमें 3 टाइप्स ऑफ सर्जन है डिफरेंट एजेज में. फर्स्ट में जो मॉडिफाई किया उसका नाम क्या था? पेटिस और मैडन. उसने क्या किया? मेजर को नहीं काटा. किसको नहीं काटा? किसको काटा? माइनर को काटा, मेजर को छोड़ दिया. तो रेडिकल में किसको काटते हैं? मेजर को, सबके साथ. ठीक है, अलोंग विथ माइनर. मेनली किसको? मेजर को. मॉडिफाइड में किसको काटते हैं? माइनर को. किसमें? पेटिस में. ठीक है. फिर नेक्स्ट सर्जन है ऑकिनक्लॉस. ऑकिनक्लॉस ने क्या बोला कि सिर्फ रिट्रैक्ट करना है. ठीक है कि नहीं? स्केलोस ने स्कैल्पेल यूज किया. उसने क्या किया? डिवाइड किया. ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड? मुझे लगता है कि अच्छा एक लास्ट क्लास करता हूँ. ये जो सेंट्रल लिम्फ नोड बायोप्सी बोला उसका कुछ कुछ कॉन्ट्रा इंडिकेटेड है, ठीक है। लाइक पुअरेस्ट प्रोग्नोसिस अमंग द ब्रेस्ट कैंसर किसका है? इन्फ्लेमेटरी ब्रेस्ट कार्सिनोमा। तो सपोज यू आर गेटिंग द इन्फ्लेमेटरी ब्रेस्ट कार्सिनोमा, anyway you have to do the axillary dissection, so there is no role of central lymph node biopsy. Okay. Then T4 disease, if the patient presenting with T4, so it's already metastasis to axilla, okay, so no role of central lymph node biopsy. Okay, और अगर प्रीवियसली उसका हिस्ट्री है ब्रेस्ट और चेस्ट वॉल सर्जरी का, देन अगर ऑलरेडी सर्जरी हो चुका है मींस द लिम्फेटिक हैज बीन ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रॉयड, so no use of central lymph node biopsy. Okay, then breast scarring या burn या radiotherapy मिला है, the same region, the lymphatics has been destroyed. Okay.